Have you ever heard the saying, "Don't kick a man when he's down"? It's a powerful piece of wisdom, a call for decency and honor, even towards those we might consider our rivals or enemies. Today, we're diving deep into a timeless story that brings this very idea to life. A tale that forces us to look at our own capacity for empathy and compassion when faced with the vulnerability of others. This is the story of the dying lion. Imagine the king of the savanna, a magnificent lion, once the embodiment of strength and majesty. His roar could shake the very ground, and his presence commanded respect and fear from all creatures, great and small. He was the apex predator, the ruler of his domain, a symbol of untamed power. In his prime, no one dared to challenge him. His life was a testament to his might, a long reign of dominance and survival. But time, as it does for all of us, began to take its toll. The years passed, and the once mighty lion grew old. The sharp, formidable teeth that had torn through countless hunts were now worn down to dull stumps. His powerful limbs, which had chased down the swiftest prey, grew weak and trembled beneath him. The king of beasts was a king no more. He lay gasping on the dusty ground, his glorious mane matted and faded, his golden eyes clouded with the haze of impending death. He was a shadow of his former self, a pitiful sight for anyone to behold. As he lay there, helpless and exposed, something shifted in the savanna. The aura of fear that had always surrounded him vanished, replaced by an air of opportunity and long-held resentment. The first to notice his state was a wild boar. In the lion's prime, this boar would have fled at the mere scent of him. But now, seeing the fallen king, the boar was filled with a sudden, vicious courage. It lowered its head, charged forward, and brutally gored the defenseless lion with its sharp yellow tusks. The lion could only groan in pain, unable to retaliate, unable to even lift his head. The attack seemed to break a seal. Soon after, a large, powerful bull, an animal that would have been a prized meal for the lion in his youth, approached. Instead of showing a shred of respect for the once great hunter, the bull saw only weakness. It raised a heavy hoof and trampled upon the lion's frail body, crushing his bones with a sickening crunch. The dying king was now not just a victim of age, but a target of scorn. But the ultimate insult was yet to come. The final visitor was a donkey, an animal known for its meekness, and considered one of the most contemptible creatures in the animal kingdom. Even this donkey, seeing the lion utterly broken and unable to defend himself, felt a surge of boldness. It trotted up to the lion, turned its back, and kicked out with its powerful hind legs, striking the lion squarely in the face. As if the physical blow wasn't enough, the donkey then let out a loud, mocking bray, a final ringing insult in the face of the dying monarch. This is where the story leaves us, with a powerful and uncomfortable moral. It is a profoundly cowardly act to attack the defenseless. It doesn't matter if that person or creature was once an enemy, a rival, or someone who held power over you. When someone is down, when they are at their most vulnerable, that is the ultimate test of our own character. Think about it in our own lives. We see this play out all the time, not with lions and boars, but with people. It's the online mob that piles on someone who has already been publicly shamed. It's the coworker who kicks a colleague who just got a bad performance review. It's the person who revels in the downfall of a celebrity, a politician, or even just someone in their social circle who has made a mistake. True strength isn't about taking advantage of weakness. It's not about settling old scores when the other person can't fight back. That's not strength. That's opportunism born from cowardice. Real strength, real honor, is about having the grace and the decency to show restraint. It's about recognizing the shared humanity, or, in this case, the shared mortality in another being, and choosing compassion over cruelty. The boar, the bull, and the donkey weren't brave. Their actions weren't a display of power. They were simply taking advantage of a situation where there was zero risk. Their courage was entirely dependent on the lion's complete and utter helplessness. It was a hollow victory, a pathetic display that revealed their own smallness, not the lion's. This story challenges us to ask ourselves, what kind of person do we want to be? Do we want to be like the donkey, braying insults at someone who has fallen? Or do we want to be the kind of person who, even when faced with a former adversary, can find it within themselves to walk away to show a measure of dignity? Think about the concept of a worthy opponent. True competitors, true rivals, respect each other's strength. The fight is what matters. There is no honor in attacking someone who cannot defend themselves. The victory is meaningless. It's a cheap shot, and deep down, the one who throws it knows it. It diminishes them far more than it harms the one who is already down. This fable also touches on the fickle nature of power and respect. The respect the lion commanded was clearly built on fear. The moment that fear was gone, so was the respect. It's a sobering reminder that true loyalty and admiration are earned through character, not just through dominance. When the lion's power faded, he was left with nothing. The other animals didn't remember his reign with awe. They remembered it with resentment, and they couldn't wait for the chance to tear him down. So how do we apply this? In our daily interactions, let's try to be conscious of the power dynamics at play. When someone makes a mistake when they're struggling, when they've lost their job or are going through a difficult time, that's not the moment to point out their flaws or remind them of past grievances. That's the moment for empathy. It's a moment to either offer a helping hand or, if that's not possible, to simply offer the dignity of our silence. It takes a bigger person to show mercy than to exact revenge. It takes more courage to be kind to the fallen than to join the jeering crowd. The lion's story is a tragic one, but the real tragedy lies in the behavior of the other animals. They exposed their own pathetic nature in their treatment of him. They proved that they were never his equals, not in strength, and certainly not in spirit. Let's strive to be better than that. Let's build our relationships on mutual respect, not fear. And when we see someone at their lowest point, let's remember the dying lion and choose the path of honor. Let's choose to be the kind of people who lift others up rather than kicking them when they're down. That is the mark of true strength and a truly noble character. What do you think? Have you ever seen a situation like this play out in real life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us have a conversation about what it means to be strong and honorable in a world that often rewards the opposite. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story meaningful, please like and subscribe for more content that makes you think. We'll see you in the next video.